Okay, and I believe we are live. Not 100%, but I believe we'll just start anyway. And we're here with Tier 3 in Singapore. The Zig Star is starting us off with a little bit of a drift. And it's round 6 here in Tier 3. And so far, if we try and look at the standings for Tier 3, I believe Billion and Just Sander lead. I will try and get the standings up while we go on board with Zig for our first lap, who's started out in the mediums. I would tell you the strategy for Singapore, but I don't know it myself because I crashed here in Tier 2. So don't ask me for the strategy. Hello, have you ticked the box, yeah?
Yeah. Hello everyone.
Alright.
Hope you're having a great evening.
I forgot to introduce myself. Well, I am Arwen. I'm here with Charisma. And
Hello.
as I said before, this is Tier 3 in Singapore. Do you remember the strategy here? Actually, it was a wet race. Ooh, his
Yeah.
touches the wall. I was telling everyone watching that I'm not the person to be judging because I hit the wall very early on.
Oh, me too. I damaged
too.
the end plate. That's all it took.
Oh, Zig Star's going very wide. He's been bouncing off the walls. Oh, apparently there's going to be rain in the race.
No way.
Wet race.
That could be interesting.
I think it's going to be rain and then switches to
That's gonna be a fun race if it's raining.
Can you get the stream up, double check everything's working okay?
Yep.
Because my laptop is struggling.
Yep. I've got to mute the mic so I can hear the volume.
And we'll try and go on board with Michael here, who I believe is up there as one of the contenders this season so far. Oh, Zig's lost it. Oh, being on board with Michael, we might be able to see where Zig's car's parked.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Oh, and he's lost it out of the hairpin. Yeah, the Zig is in the wall.
Oh, so six
Oh, and
binned it.
Fantoon's in the wall. Yeah. Fantoon is off at the exact same place. Zig had lost it into the wall at the hairpin where Fantoon just was. He is currently our pole sitter. And so far they've said it's a wet race, so it'll be interesting to see what tyre everyone's going to go for.
So is it a full wet
Michael's
race?
involved. I believe it's wet half of the race.
Oh right, probably
That's
be
GG.
mediums or softs at the end.
Sets the fastest lap. We'll move on board with Vasco.
I need to get the standings up so I know. Where's this?
Yeah, I'm trying to load the standings, but my laptop is struggling.
That's what I'll get 'em up.
Bascom's
Bascombe's
really
1
pushing
point ahead of Michael Collins, which Michael Collins is not racing. Oh, he is racing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bradley's-
Oh, Bascom's lost it!
Oh, yeah, I just saw it. Oh, that's a strange part of the track to lose it.
And Bradley's had to start his lap avoiding Bascom. But Bascom still gets a 143 despite losing it, so he might have had a very good lap there.
See how good Bradley's doing now. He's not good form, Bradley.
Yeah, we'll go on board with Bradley. He's currently a podium streak going. 3 podiums in a row for Bradley.
Yeah, he's really improved. Oh no, Bascombe's not in the leader championship. My Discord's just updated. It's just Sanders with Dubsy in second.
Yeah,
But he's 1 point
My
ahead
lap-
of Dubsy.
my laptop's quite old, so it literally won't load anything, so I can't really tell you what's happening.
So Josh Sanders is leading with 84, Dubsy's 83, and Dubsy's third with 67. Long season though, anything can happen. Bradley gets fourth, no fifth, sorry. His teammate gets fourth.
He's going out in the mediums. The fact that people are going out in the mediums makes me believe that the crossover period might be like halfway through the race, so maybe
Yeah, unless these guys
Right,
are going to stretch the softs.
and then goes wet.
Oh, Tom Kudzu loses it on the main straight. Damages front wing.
Oh. He's gonna need to go in and get it on the front wing as we're on board with Sarp, who his teammate in the other McLaren is currently sitting on pole. And Sarp's looking to have a tidy end of lap. Almost drifts wide, but keeps it,
P5 though.
and he goes up to 5th.
Bascombe's going out. Oh, he just crossed the pit exit line. Literally cut across it.
Maybe a warning for that.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah.
And currently we're on board with Maiden. And I think this is Maiden's first race for us in a while, and then I think Michael has also has missed a couple races. which is cost him the lead of the championship, which he had held momentarily. And Maiden gets 8th. And I believe everyone should jump Zigstar currently. Oh, Fentoon's retired. Where's he? Is that the? Is he retired in the pits?
I've no idea. I wasn't on board with him.
I think he's retired on the pit straight. There's no one we can look on board, but you can see that he's lost it. Final corner, it seems. So I think Fentoon's out. Yeah.
It's not one.
I think he lost it, spun, final corner, and the tire grip does start to struggle that final corner. And Bradley's doing another lap on these mediums by the looks of things.
Baz comes on a lap now.
Coming in. Dubsy, oh, up into second.
Oh, sector 2. That's Maiden.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
Well, Michael has set a 37.3, gone into the lead.
that's looking good for him. Good luck, to be fair. JG's on the lap though. Yeah, I think this could be pole.
As he comes across.
That's not
Ooh,
pole.
a 37.4. Not good enough. Michael's still holding out a slim lead. And then we'll go on board with Bascombe. Oh, as he does a big slide, catches it. Oh,
Who was that?
oh, he still spun. He was sliding through the final sector. He was drifting. Your favourite rally driver will be proud with that one. And then Tom is on an outlap on the mediums, so I think he's committing to starting the mediums.
His mediums in. I don't know, you can stretch the softs, I think. I mean, I haven't done
well,
it myself, but.
It all depends when the rain comes out, we don't really know.
Yeah.
Oh, so Bradley said the rain comes out at the start and then leaves after 5 or 10 laps. So I don't know why anyone would be doing a medium run.
Yeah, I was thinking that. You can't go through medium in the rain. Then it goes dry again, it just don't work.
At this point, you're just like prohibiting where you can get in quali.
Yeah. Well, Zig and. Well, no. Yeah, Zig and Fentoon are not in a good place because they're not outside of the top 10, right?
Well,
So they could be
Fentoon,
on
I think,
mediums.
has still got a relatively quick lap, although Zig's not in a good place because he's retired very early. And see if we can.
I just
find
think because
anyone
if
else on
you're
the lap.
outside the top 10, you get a choice of tyre. So Fentoon might
Oh.
struggle.
Sarp's around. Oh, and JG's retired? Oh, I believe he's in the pits though. So Sarp spun it, I believe, the corner that I spun it, although this time he didn't die.
Well, Total's gone as well.
Total. I think that was in the pits.
Yeah. Both Red Bulls went out together.
Maiden's involved, so he might have only more time for one more lap. On board with Tom, who should be next across the line. On the medium, so we'll see what he can do. Oh, Oh, goes wide, almost brushes the wall.
Yeah, there's a yellow flag. The sets 2.
I think that was Sarp just letting the Red Bulls through.
We've got a minute and a half,
Hopefully
so people better get to the finishing line. Let's do their laps.
Hopefully Tom can settle up. Oh,
Wait,
he's gone
Mark's
wide.
gone off.
Oh, he's moved up to 9th, but I do not know how he didn't invalidate there. Got very lucky with not being invalid. And Bascombe, who's up there with the best of them, should have put in a good lap, but currently sits last. Struggled in quali so far. And
Oh, mate, there's
Maiden's left
session.
session. I'll see if I can get him back in.
Yeah, I sent him one.
You've sent him one? Oh, and Billion moves up to P1 with a 36.9.
Oh no, I invited someone else. Oops.
And then we'll see what the Red Bulls can do as well. Bradley's giving Dubsy a tow here.
Yeah, I'll go on board with
their lap.
Dubsy.
You can just see Bradley in the distance, and that's kind of the distance you want. Oh, and there's a yellow.
Oh, that's now for Towie. Could be
I think
out of
that's
fuel.
Billion out of fuel, but I think. Oh, Bascombe's invalid, so he'll start at the back.
Dubsy
Not a
touched
great
the
start.
barrier.
We'll go on board with Bradley to see where he can qualify, and then we'll drop back to Dubsy after Bradley completes his lap. I'm just gonna go through the chat really quick, and shout out to Stanner for, I believe, subscribing for 11 months, I think that is. Bradley's finished on 6th, Dubsy's on 4th. I don't believe anyone else got a lap. Maybe Michael. No, Michael
No,
comes on the
Michael's
pits,
gone.
so that's us for qualifying.
That is your grid for the race.
Yep.
Or maybe
Stanner
not. You
subbed
got
for 11
you got
months.
Bascombe now.
Oh well, he's invalid. So,
Oh,
but Bascombe's her current championship leader. As Charisma said, we'll be starting from the back. And Bascombe in the chat says he thinks that went well. Well, if it's all part of the strategy, then yes. And while we wait, I'll see if I can get the calendars up. But currently on pole is Billion,
he's in the
that'll be followed by
36s.
Michael, and then JG.
As it's meant to be raining, that could be very interesting.
Yep, that will change things.
Yeah.
And then it'll also be interesting to see what the medium runner's plan was. If they made a mistake, or what the story was with them. But and Zampa has said Magnums all round in the tier 3 chat. And yet we're getting a wet start. Seems everyone's going to be starting on the inters. And I believe the calendar should be up now. That just runs you through the and someone's ready up early. That's great. That runs you through tier 1 through down to tier 3 and the RPL tier as well.
Oh yeah, it's starting to rain, isn't it? Yeah. It's already
Yeah,
raining.
everyone seems to be starting on the inters.
Oh, it doesn't matter then, yeah. Tires don't matter.
So so far it doesn't seem to have been logical for the people in on the mediums in qualifying to be on the mediums. They probably should have just went for the softs.
Yeah. Interesting one. Perhaps they misunderstood what the race was going to be like. I mean, it's on their dashboard, but they clearly didn't read it.
Well, we had a wet race in real life in Turkey, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
despite not raining for a large majority of it, the track just never seemed to dry. So we'll see if the same thing happens.
And Six has been disqualified. Oops.
Yes, they've had contact under the
Just hope
under
everyone
the,
goes through turn 1 in one piece.
formation lap. And if you've not watched SSR before, we race on Wednesdays with the RPL tier, and then all through the weekend. Friday is tier 1, Saturday is tier 2, and Sunday is tier 3, which is what you're watching right now.
Yeah, the last tier of the week.
And usually the funnest races to watch is tier 3. Last week at Mexico was the craziest race I've seen in a while.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember
I
that
will-
one.
I will see if I can share the highlights to the chat. So if anyone has I want to have a quick watch of that. And as we see, Tom at the back will be the last to filter in.
For the start. Oh,
They're not
Bit of a
amazing,
stretch.
but they're okay. And 5 red lights are out, and Billion gets away. Oh, you can see
Oh.
Red Bulls.
Oh,
Tom in the back has lost it.
That's a
Tom
bit
has lost it.
weird.
Dubsy's through on Fantoon. Fantoon side by side.
Oh, something could go wrong here. Oh no.
And Baz comes up to 6th. What?
Already.
Already, I'm going board with Bascombe.
Oh, the Haas is not having a great time.
And yeah, it was. The starts are very hard in this game, in the wet. It's really hard to get up to speed. And Bascombe sends it on Sarp. Oh, they make contact. Total on
Calm
inside
down,
Bascombe.
people.
Oh, Sig Star in the back almost lost it.
Oh, Bascombe not there.
Bascombe being very sandy, all the way up 6 places. Oh, Sarp's lost it. Oh, Sarp's in the wall. Oh,
No.
Total. Oh, Total almost loses
Six,
it in second.
six on
What is
AI. 6 on AI. Where's that?
it? He just about holds it.
He wasn't AI.
Oh, Total's really struggling. I believe.
Oh no.
Massive send on Zig. Total just about keeps it.
Get off first
And
gear,
Zig
Total.
gets through. Yep.
Don't
Choose
do
a higher
first gear
gear,
at all.
Total.
Get off first gear. Oh mate.
Oh, and Maiden's retired at the back.
Oh, he's crashed his bender. He's absolutely fapped it. Oh, my
Oh,
god. There's
my
nothing
God.
left of that car.
Safety car, and I do not know what happened there. Maiden. Oh, he must have lost it just in the wet.
Fentoon's
And
in the
Fenton's
pit.
already in the pits. Maybe damage.
Probably
Sarp
damage.
also in the pit for damage. And if we go on board with Fenton, you can see a front wing waiting for him. Disappointing. Fenton had a very good qualifying, so he'll want to make a places as best as possible. And Ace in the chat has said that Mercedes is pushing way too hard in lap 1. Well, he's up he's up to 4th after being 12th, so can you really fault him? Very sandy.
Oh, spinning the pit
Oh,
lane.
Tom got a pen. I think he is damaged, so probably struggled to slow down.
He didn't
the-
make it off the line.
pit entry.
Spot on the line.
Yeah. Where the wet race we did in OTL, I almost spun off the line as well. It's very difficult.
I mean, I'd be very shocked if he's running like traction on, because that's that sort of thing where when you have no traction, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even on medium traction, that's what I run, because I'm not as good at the game than other people. But you can still spin off the start.
Still beat me.
Aye, but
In other
running no
races.
assists, running no assists is a little bit more pride. Comes with it.
Bit
You
scary.
know, people have the benefit of the game better. Well, while we're under the safety car, if you do want to have a look at the TikTok, and you can watch the tier 3 highlights from last week that I've put in the Twitch chat, and Ace is questioning how clean Bascom's overtakes were at the beginning there, and couldn't tell, they were so sandy, but there was nothing that was over the top that I seen, but they were very sandy, I will agree. But
Oh,
I
6
wonder
behind
now this-
Basco. Oh, this is
well.
gonna be interesting.
I missed us going back to racing with the virtual safety car ending.
There's 3 battles going on here.
JG is going to want to close up
Oh,
back to
Zig's
drive.
almost lose.
Zig star. Almost lose it. Total.
Oh, Billy's in the fight
It's-
now.
Yeah, Total and Zig look like they're going to have a race-long battle here.
It's not really very heavily, is it?
Yeah, it's Bradley
Yeah.
did say in the tier 3 chat that little maps, so maybe
This could be a long
early enough
race.
on we'll see the rain stop. The crossover period will be key for all the drivers. Oh, Total goes very wide.
Basco and Power Slides there.
Basco, maybe entering Rallycross.
There's a yellow.
Oh, Fenton's. Oh, he spun. He
That is
spun
the worst
before the
part of the
hairpin.
track. Yeah.
Oh my word. He's having to do a 50-point turn because these F1 cars aren't meant for these tight angles.
Yeah, there was not enough lock in an F1 car.
Yeah, and he's lost the front end plate. And JG gets the fastest lap behind Billion.
Basco goes in.
Oh! On Zig! Totals around.
Oh, no.
And Baz comes in as well. I think Baz might have lost it. Michael on Bradley.
Oh!
There's contact. Bradley keeps it. Total with a massive send. I don't believe he's
Yeah, that
damaged,
was
but he
big.
did have a bad spin.
Well, DRS is.
DRS is
enabled.
enabled.
What?
What?
In the wet?
Baz comes on the mediums. It's still raining.
What's going
What?
on? I mean, dry patches, but what? That's only under the bridge.
This looks wetter than the race today, than in Turkey, than
There's DRS. It's been enabled.
there's DRS enabled. Well, we'll see what Bascombe, how he's dealing with the conditions. There is dry patches, but the track is still soaked.
Oh, total loses
Total
it.
spawn. Oh, he still kept it going,
Oh,
but Bascombe might
two
have
battles going on.
timed it perfectly. Potentially.
Oh, Sig's got DRS.
Closing up to Dub Z. Dub Z keeps it on the track. Does look to be drier, but it's still slightly raining, so it's quite confusing what's happening. Michael closing up to
Sig's
Bradley
gear
as well.
shifts are so weird. Behind Dub Z.
Oh, that's not his. I think that's his throttle input,
Yeah, it's very strange.
where he goes on off.
Yeah.
I've mentioned it a lot of
Well,
times before.
he's getting Dub Z though.
He's got Dub Z, and I think he's going to peel into the pits. I think everyone's going to peel into the pits now. Bradley stays out.
Oh, Total's gone again.
Total's lost it.
Yeah, he's
I
damaged
think
his
Total
ring.
needs some new tyres, and Bascombe, we'll see where he ends
It's
up.
mediums.
He might have did a
Oh,
master stroke.
look at the two. They're close. It's going to
GG.
be interesting to see.
Closing up. Baz comes through on Zig and Dub Z. Michael's closing in on Bradley. JG's pushing Billy in through these corners. He's that close. But he's being very calm and calculated currently.
Yeah, it stopped raining completely now.
The track has dried so quickly, I don't know how realistic that is. That does not seem real.
Yeah.
I suppose it's Singapore and the climate is ridiculous here, so it could happen. Sarp is out ahead of Total.
Because it's interesting because it's a road, isn't it? It's not an actual track surface.
And Bascombe might have did a master stroke here because Bradley and Michael will definitely have to pit, and he might get up into third from pitting on the mediums that early. But I don't think he'll catch Billy and JG. Oh, I think it's
Yellow
Sarp
flag.
around. Sarp's around.
Sup?
Ooh, risky rejoin, but
Don't quote
Total's in
Sharp
the
anymore.
wall. And Dubsy. Oh, one Sig. They lock tires, but they both keep going. Thankfully, that contact
Okay, they're in
wasn't.
the pits. They're
Yep,
both going out
Billy
now.
and JG in the pits. We'll see where Bascombe comes out. I don't think Bascombe will be close enough to JG and Billy. And
3 seconds.
see Bascombe coming down the main straight now, and he sets the fastest lap in these mediums, but JG and Billion are already through the first section that we see Bascombe enter now. And Fantoon is the only driver still to be on the inters, as we see Bradley come out in front of Michael, but behind Zigstar, who has been pressuring Dub Z for the last number of laps. Yep, Fantoon's finally in.
The raindrops again.
I don't believe so.
No, just on Zig's camera angle, it had like raindrops.
Yeah, I think that's just the water clearing off the camera.
No.
It takes a while because sometimes in wet races you do see that. But currently our closest battle
Yeah,
is Michael
Bascom's got it as
behind
well.
Bradley. Bascom set the fastest lap again. He's rapid on the new mediums. And Michael will have the benefit of DRS on the back of Bradley now. And his teammate Dub Z sets the fastest lap. And Michael's closing up to Bradley ever so slightly. Might get him on this DRS straight. Bradley's
No
not
big
close enough to
dive
Zig.
bombs, please.
Bradley's now close enough to Zig to get DRS. He didn't have it for the last section, but he will now. Zig's really fallen off Dub Z. He must have made a mistake. And Total behind Sarp as well. Sarp defending on the inside. Total around the outside.
Oh! Oh! Zig loses it! Loses 2
Oh,
positions.
Zig's lost it.
Oh,
Oh,
takes
he sent it on
inside.
Michael!
Okay. Okay, he's mate, yeah.
Yeah, he got on the brakes well.
Oh, Billon responds to
Brilliant,
that,
set the
passes that.
fastest lap. Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, Zig's lost it. Oof.
Surprised he didn't damage a wing there.
Oh, now he has. Now he has. That's the wall. That's the wall. Calm
That's
down,
the
Zig.
wall.
Oh, that's the wall. Zig, please stop. I think he's gonna come into the pits and retire. He's not happy.
Oh, that's the pit lane. Oh, 5-second penalty. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Zig's called it a day. He wasn't happy. It didn't look like his setup was really made for Singapore because he was struggling and the tyres just kept slipping. I think his tyres were just too hot.
There's a overtake going on Bradley here. Bradley's defending.
On board with Michael. Michael switches. Oof. Too far back to make that move. Bradley defending well. And we can also see JG inside the DRS of Billiam. But the current battle we're on board with is Michael behind Bradley. And Michael might try and size up a good run out of the hairpin. With the help of DRS, might get it done. And he's got a great exit. Oh, he goes on the inside there, that's risky. But he gets it. A good move from Michael there.
Good for Bradley to yield there. Didn't want to cause any trouble or get involved in it.
And
These
Bradley
two
will
are
try and
close,
catch.
JG and Billon.
Yep,
Billon's got no
JG.
ERS left.
closing up.
The red light's flashing on Penguin's car now.
Yeah, and JG behind can see that and is probably trying to close up as best he can. But it seems Billion seems to be keeping him at bay still. hasn't really closed inside 7/10.
Oh, Bradley's gone right off now. Michael's pace.
Yeah, seems as soon as Michael got through, he's now forced a gap, but I think JG's playing it really smart. He's not pushing too hard, he's just staying within the DRS. And he can see Billion in front, that red light flash.
Oh, yellow flag somewhere.
Oh, Michael's off!
Oh, that's Michael. Oh dear.
Where has he gone off? I think at the hairpin. Oh no, it's before the hairpin.
Yeah, it's
He's
before the
lost.
bridge.
Oh, his front wing's completely gone. And that's a virtual
that's
safety car.
virtual
It's-
safety car for that.
Yeah, Michael completely lost his front wing. It's completely
Class
gone.
as debris, yeah. Class as debris on track.
That's
Oh, be
unfortunate for
careful.
Michael. He lost it where the Singapore slingshot used to be. So it's a famously bad corner.
Yeah. Dubsy's in the pits for hards. That's a long way.
Yeah, and Dubsy might be able to go on the to the end on these.
Let's go.
We're back on the racing, and so far the only close gap is JG and Billion. Billion under the restart has escaped the DRS.
Yeah,
Good
it's
for him.
complete. They only took the nose off Michael's car. All the wing was gone.
And now Total has gotten out ahead of Michael. But we're staying on board with JG to see can he make an impact on Billion. We've
Did they
seen
say
Billion was
rain near
pushing-
the end or not? Just completely dry.
Well, they said rain at the start, so I think that's all the rain
All the rain. Okay.
we've seen so far. So I think the next 20 laps will be dry, or at least should be. And so far the gaps are pretty spread out. The closest driver, apart from JG and Billion, is Fantoon, who's 4 seconds behind Michael, who had that unfortunate off that caused the VSC.
Shame Bascom can't be up there with JG because it would be an interesting battle.
Yeah. He had a very good start in the mediums. His strategy got him up into third, but he hasn't been able to make a dent on Billion and JG. Dubsy might be on a very good strategy because he's only got to do 20 laps on these hards. They should take him to the end. Whereas I believe everyone else might have to pit again. And Michael, who was 4 seconds behind Total, is now 1.4, so he's rapidly catching Total with his new front wing. Already inside the DRS. And he is catching him at a rate of knots. Under braking, it just seems.
Billion's got
He's
no
got so
on
much more
this.
speed. Oof. On the inside of the hairpin. Oh, Total might have had contact with the wall. Michael gets the DRS, even though he was ahead going into the zone. But obviously the detection point was a lot sooner. So Michael gets through. And if we go in the back of JG, you can see Billion's light was flashing again. Billion clearly pushing as hard as he can, and JG is just using him as a tow, and Billion and JG are just getting even further and further away from Bascombe. Bascombe, when we mentioned him earlier, was 15 seconds down the road, now he's 17. So the top two are just sprinting away.
Toes in the pits.
I think he might have damage again. Yeah, they're waiting with a front wing, and unfortunate for Total.
Yeah. Oh, Billion almost loses it on the front, on the main straight.
Yeah, JG's now closing up.
Oh, I remember that sausage curve on the right, on past turn 1.
Yeah. Don't remind me. That's where I lost it.
Yeah, I literally just saw it with the corner of my eyes. JG's
So,
gone past.
if any of the racers are listening to the stream, at turn 2 there's a sausage curb. Don't go over it. Otherwise,
Yeah, just,
your car might spin into the wall like mine did.
Yeah, well, I was following you, and then I told my teammate, I was like, oh, he's just like gone off to the right. Like, I've no idea. He was there and he wasn't. And then I hit my end plate, which cost me loads of time, and the person behind won. That was horrible.
Yep. Well, he's still got a podium, which is a very good result.
Can't get close since. Oh yeah, France was alright, but yeah, won't talk about that either. Yeah, it's been a bad month of F1 for me. I can't believe he's only 13 laps out of 31 round here.
Yeah, it feels like we've had a full race before, and it feels like it's the last 5 laps.
Yeah.
Just looking at the gaps, because this is the biggest gaps I've seen in any race so far this season. We've got Michael, who's 3 seconds behind Sarp, and then everyone seems to be 10 plus seconds behind the next driver. Other than JG, obviously, who's still within DRS of Billion.
Suppose anything can happen still.
I wonder when JG will look to size up the move, because I feel like he's being very patient. But at some point, you might want to go for the pass and then see what pace you can do. Maybe he believes he's going to leave it to the end, or I don't know what his plan is, but
at this point, Bascombe's 20 seconds away.
Yeah, Bascombe in the chat says that he's so lonely because he's almost 20 seconds. He's got a driver 20 seconds either side of him, but he's still in the podium places, and whilst being in the podium place, he is speaking in Twitch chat, which I don't know how you do.
I don't know how he does it.
I don't care if I was 50 seconds in the lead of a race, I still don't think I would be able to talk in Twitch chat.
Just has his phone in one hand and just uses his other hand to just control the car.
He's just doing the one-handed steering, just the swivel sort of motion with it, with his right hand.
I don't know if is Bascombe on wheel or pad?
I'm not entirely sure. I would guess wheel.
Yeah.
I think he's on wheel. But Michael's now close right up to the back of Sarp. And this might be the next move that we see. It gets a really good exit out of the hairpin, and Sarp doesn't get a great one.
No accidents, please.
But under acceleration, we'll see. And Michael sends it.
Oh!
Wheel banging. They've kept
Oh.
it. And Sarp maintains the position. Bit of a lockup, but Michael's going to look to see can he get position. Maybe look for the next DRS straight to get the position. But Sarp defending well.
So Michael Collins is on the pad as well as the way the steering input.
Well,
'Cause when you're on
I can't really tell the
pad,
difference, so
you double jig the wheel because when your fingers on the grips, you obviously move around a bit.
usually how I tell the difference is that like the wheel has a lot more movement. So
Depends how smooth you are, yeah.
and
Depends
Michael
how you've got it set up too.
should get the move done here.
Oh, these two are coming together now.
Yep, JG's really up behind Billion, and
I think there
might
could
look
be a
to get
move
the move
here.
done.
I don't know why you went to the right, get to the left. You can do it now.
Got the DRS, can see the light flashing, and he's got the slipstream. Pulls out at the last second, and should get the move done comfortably.
Well, Dubsy's got 3
And he
seconds
is
now.
ahead. Not great for Dubsy, but fortunately there's a massive gap behind him to Michael, who's 18 seconds down the road. But JG makes a move for the lead and he gets it. It's surprising the gaps that we've seen between the drivers, because there was so much action there at the start, and then all of a sudden there's these massive gaps that have formed.
Yeah. Noticed that, but it's only 6 down 31. Still got quite a bit to go. But for the cars to come together again, there's got to be a full safety car.
Yep. But I'm also wondering what the medium runner's strategy is. Could they go to the end on the mediums, or are they going on the softs? And if they do
They
on the
last
softs, at what
18 laps,
point?
don't they?
Well, personally, if it were me, I would switch to the softs, just because I'm not good at the game. So if you're good at the game, you can make the mediums last that long. But for me, I'd be struggling so much at this
You are
time.
good at the game. You are good at the game.
Well, I'm not good with managing tyres anyway. Don't
Everyone's
come to
not
me looking for a
perfect.
strategy.
Everyone's not perfect.
Like, if you want the ideal strategy, do not come asking me, because I don't have it.
Ask
All I
COD
have
Villain.
is like, yeah.
Just ask
Anyone
COD
wants
Villain.
strategy tips? COD Villain. If you want to join our Discord, COD Villain should be there. He'll give you all the tips you need.
He's in the SSR Discord. Just talk to him in paddock.
Mhm.
He'd be happy to assist you with whatever your needs.
Make sure to add him in the paddock.
Yeah, he normally replies after 10 tags of his name, so do it 10 times.
Well, Bascom said 2, and I can't tell if that means he's on wheel or controller. Bascom, if you're
Opinion is on
listening,
pads.
type 1 for controller and type 2 for wheel in the chat if you're listening.
I'll see what we
We'll,
can do
we'll
it
go
for
on
you.
board with them, see the input.
We'll ask Alexa to type it for you.
Well, he's already typed so much, so once he gets on the straight, he might be able to do it.
He's
Just
multi-talented.
Do not lose the car. and blame me. That's one thing.
He just puts in a tier 3 report. Commentator asked me a question, I crashed.
He said one, so I think one means controller.
Yeah,
Pretty sure
I
it's like
did
controller.
think he was on controller. Yeah. JG, save your energy, man.
And then it's Bradley on the wheel, isn't he?
He is on the wheel, yes.
Yeah,
Same
I think
wheel
you
as
can
me.
see certain corners, the wheel that just goes like a further angle than
Yeah, it's just a
it
full
does in controller.
rotation. It doesn't with pads, obviously, because you're doing it with your fingers, like
Hmm.
steering with your fingers, so your thumbs are just naturally moving anyway.
Mhm.
So it's like two inputs in one corner, say if you're on a pad. I mean, it doesn't really make much difference, to be honest, because obviously it's a game.
Oh, and I was wondering what was happening here, and Fentoon has been lapped by the leaders, and he's coming in the pits, I believe, for the sauce. And Total has also been lapped,
Oh, Billions in the
it
pits.
seems. Yeah, Billion coming in, looking to undercut
Oh, is it
JG.
Billion
This'll be
or Billion?
interesting.
It's Billion, yeah, it's got an I on the end.
Billion,
Oh.
yeah. It'll be interesting to see, can Billion
It's on
undercut
mediums.
JG? He's gone mediums. So, we'll see. Will JG
Wait, medium,
go the
medium?
sauce? Well, they
Oh, of
start
course,
on enters.
enters, yeah, it's, yeah.
Normally I would think the sauce with this track is
Oh,
horrible
Bascombe.
for
Oh, Bascombe's took lead, no, lead.
out
second.
ahead of Billion, and we've finally got a bit of a battle, but Billion has got far better tyres.
I've just said Billion again.
And
it's
Bascombe defending. Oh, a bit of a squeeze.
It will tight squeeze.
Yep, Billion gets it on the much fresher tyres, but
To be fair, mediums to
Action.
the end. That's good.
yeah, we'll see what JG does, whether he goes softs or mediums. Normally I would think softs, but the tyre degradation at Singapore is that bad that you might be safer to go with mediums.
Yeah.
Because I know the sector that JG is going through right now, the car is just sliding constantly.
Oh,
So
JG's going
he
to
will
pits
be
now.
coming in. And Billion has already made 2.5 seconds on JG, so those fresh mediums are just lightning in comparison. Maybe that might force Bascombe to come in for a
No
stop
mediums too.
to show the pace, and JG's also going mediums, so he's not risking.
Oh, it's
The,
getting close. It's
not
gonna be
risking the-
close. It's gonna be close.
Soft. JG's
Oh,
coming
he's
out
coming
now.
out,
You can see him
JG's
there
coming
on the
out.
left. Billion. And Billion's got the undercut. He's got it successfully. Oh, that's a masterclass from Billion.
Bascombe's in the pits. Wait, go softs.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's got
He's
mediums.
on fresh mediums.
Oh, Buddy's overtook him.
Oh, there's a yellow. I think that's Total just letting people through, 'cause he's a lapped car. But this battle now, JG and Billion, continues. And Dubsy gets through on Bascombe, and Dubsy will be going to the end on these hards, so we'll see, can Bascombe clear him, or will Dubsy hold him up? And we'll see what Bradley can do as well. I think Bascombe's seen how much pace that Billion had on the fresh mediums, and that's why he decided to go in. And I don't know why Michael has decided to go onto the hards, but he has, with only 11 laps to go. Maybe he didn't
Yeah.
have any mediums left. But JG now needs to get within a second of Billion.
Well, Fizzy, he's done a soft lap in qualifying. That's strange.
Yeah. Don't really know why he's gone the hards.
Oh,
Orange, yellow.
titles
Oh,
and barrier, racing out.
he's in the wall.
What you
Well.
said at the beginning, I feel it's a zig. Oh no, that's the ball. Oh no, that's the ball. It's the ball. That is such a TikTok. Right there.
Yeah. And Bascom now up behind Dub Z. Bascom with a much fresher tyre and probably the better tyre choice at the moment. But we'll see if Dub Z can hold him off. And up front, JG again. Just using Billion, it seems.
Yeah.
Waiting for the right time to pounce. As Bascom looking for the move on Dub Z and will have a good exit onto the DRS straight and will get the move done comfortably.
It's interesting what Bradley's doing. Curious to see if that would take him to the end.
They might take him to the end, and he's currently sitting in the podium position, and he's only 4 seconds up ahead of Bascom, so I think Bascom should catch him relatively quickly. Fresh mediums here just seem way faster. And yet Bascom's already made half a second. Yeah, the delta's just dropping rapidly. I think Bradley's missed a trick by not pitting, but maybe he can make that car as wide as possible. And JG will have the DRS behind Billion as well. We'll see if he can close up.
Yeah, I'm sick. Yeah, Billings
Not going for a move yet.
Billings ERS is gone.
Yeah, it's been gone
Right.
for probably 15 laps. He
Yeah.
dumped it all immediately, and we've just seen that light flash in the entire race. Maybe the light's broken, because the light's on at the start for the inters whenever you're in wet weather, so the light flashes on, and maybe that's the case.
Yeah.
And definitely not him just spamming the ERS at all point. But Bascom's right up behind Bradley now, and should wait for the right opportunity to try and pass him. Bradley will be slow through this section on the worn mediums. Oh, and I wasn't paying attention, and Michael's going for a move on Sarp at the back here. The hard switches the inside.
Oh,
And
it's starting to
the
work now.
DRS
Oh, please,
could get the
no
move
squeezing.
done. Side by side. Michael gets through, and we'll move back up to Bascom, who's still behind Bradley.
Yeah, Bradley's
Yeah, the
he
worn
might
mediums,
struggle. Yeah.
very tough to keep going. And it looks like Bradley's going to come in probably for the softs. And that's released Bascom. So see what Bascom can do now in the clean air. And we move back up to JG, who's following along Billion. And with 8 laps remaining, we'll see what JG does. Does he stick behind, or
It's got to
What,
take
but
him
he-
soon.
he got a bad exit of the hairpin there and almost fell out of DRS, so yeah, he's starting to struggle here. He's on the cusp of getting out of the DRS, so he's got to make a move soon, I believe.
He's got
he
a lot of
wants to-
ERS as well.
win the race.
Billion.
But so far this is the only real battle we're looking at. And Bradley's out in the softs as well as Sarp and Total. So keep an eye on them three for the fastest lap. And JG currently hasn't escaped the DRS, he's just still keeping that, maintaining that same gap, so I think he has a plan to go for a move later on to make it easier for himself instead of having Billion fight back to try and regain that position.
Yeah.
And then I also want to see what Bradley can do on the softs, what kind of dent he can make into his teammates' time. He's on 13 lap old hards.
Yeah, I think he'll start catching up.
And Sarp is now behind Fantoon. And Fantoon's on 4 lap old mediums, should be going to the end of these, but Sarp will have the much better tyre, much fresher tyre on these new softs. Balscombe has asked how you save fuel.
Oh,
Left
James!
off.
Oh, God. He almost lost it.
Oh, unfortunately the stream missed that, but he's lost time, to
yeah.
Billion, and will need to catch up, which he's caught up 2/10 relatively quickly, but he's still not inside the DRS, and he'll want to make sure he stays inside. And I think we've just seen evidence where you don't always wait to make the move at the last time, because you can also make a mistake and lose time, like we've just seen JG do. But he's back in
DRS range.
DRS range. Balscombe is in big trouble because he doesn't know how to save fuel. Balscombe, if you lift off throttle,
yeah.
going into braking zones,
Use
it helps.
high gears. In corners.
Higher gears.
Oh yeah, yeah. The fuel signs come up. That's not good. That's definitely not good.
Don't use ERS as much. I find ERS burns more fuel. Roll through corners instead of like accelerating out of them. Like lift off on entry and exit, and then only real power down during the straights, and you save a lot of fuel, I'd say. And he has a gap of 6 seconds to Dubsy, so it should allow him to do that. But I think we missed Sarp getting past Fantoon there. And JG's still behind Billion, and there's 6 laps to go, so he's gonna want to make a move soon. And he is closing up. So we will see, can he... Oh, Billion almost loses it into the wall.
Yeah, I think that's cost him.
It's cost him
No, he's
couple
too
of
far.
times, but JG still too far back to make the move. But there's 5 laps remaining, so JG's going to want to make the move soon. And he's very close behind Billion. Billion's lights still flashing. Oh, Balscombe's retired! No! No, he's did a me! Safety car!
Oh, it's gonna be a little.
He's crashed. He's crashed where I crashed.
That was probably he was probably trying to text while driving. Oh.
Oh, he's crashed where I crashed. Oh no, he's did a me. Oh my word. And Bradley's on fresh softs just because but Bradley's got to get in front of the safety car before the Billion comes around, and Billion is almost around. All the lap cars will be trapped behind the safety car, so I believe Michael and Total, they've got to get out quick before the safety car comes around, although I believe Total's already lapped. So he'd only be lapped twice now if they came through, and they're both in the pits. Billion and JG, both going on softs, presumably. Yep, both on softs. Owen Fentoon's got a 3 second. And a 5 second. We're speeding in the pits. And Sarp gets out in front of the safety car, so should be able to unlap himself. We'll see if Fentoon can. I don't believe he will, because Billion and JG are out ahead of him. So it seems Fentoon and Total will be trapped behind the safety car, because the game does not allow you to unlap yourself, which is still stupid. But Bascom in the chat says, I guess he doesn't have to save fuel anymore. Very unlucky, Bascom. I literally crashed the exact same place in Singapore. Did the exact same thing. It is heartbreaking. But see, Dubsy is 50 seconds behind JG, so even though we're under safety car, Dubsy, Bradley, Michael are all gonna have to push to catch up with the safety car, and Sarp as well. If you are listening, you will all have to push to catch up with the safety car. Because,
so it's going to be a 4-lap dash to the line.
Yeah.
Like a 5-lapper.
And that's if the safety car comes in this lap, which I don't believe it will. Although it might, seeing as it's one of the last. Whenever it enters the last laps, the safety car usually comes in quicker than it usually would. But we will see as we've exited sector 2. It hasn't said safety car come in, which usually it does. So I believe it'll be doing another lap, which will be good for the Red Bulls, who will definitely get caught up in that case.
It's all going to be an exciting.
Yeah, it's doing another
few
lap,
laps.
but we've got an Emu 3-lapper for the
Well,
end.
these everyone's catch up, and then we can actually sort of see a race.
And
Because it's been a bit like there's been some battles,
Yeah.
but like they're very split.
yeah, halfway through the race, we've just seen the gaps, and it hasn't been as entertaining as maybe last week's Mexico was for Tier 3.
There's just 3 laps left at the moment.
And both Red Bulls are caught up. Oh, they should be, because Bradley's right there, and Michael's going to need to push to get there.
Same
He's got
Sarp.
a good distance to go, and Sarp needs to push if he wants to get caught up. I don't think Sarp will get caught up in time. He is very far behind. But Fentoon again is trapped behind the safety car, and there's nothing he can do about it, unfortunately. He's not allowed to unlap himself. Same with Total. But this is great for the Red Bulls, who are 3 and 4, and are also caught up to Billion and JG, who have been leading this race by a massive margin.
Yeah, we're just waiting for
And,
Sarp, aren't we, really? These two cars will
Yeah.
catch up to Bradley in a minute.
Yeah, we'll see if Sarp can catch up. Total, unfortunately, is lapped as well as Fantoon, but Michael should get it. As he comes around this corner, he should see the rest of the pack, which he does. And Sarp still 10 seconds behind him. We've not seen the safety car call in yet.
Yeah,
But Sarp
it's gonna be 3 laps, I think, isn't it?
is closing. And it looks like the safety car is doing another lap, so it will be a 3-lap race at the end here, 3-lap sprint. Sarp is finally caught up to the rest of the pack. But if you want to get your predictions in the chat for who you think's going to win in these last couple laps.
Yeah, so gonna kick off.
My bet is there's going to be massive contact in turn 1 and Bradley's just going to sail through for the win. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I think Michael Collins might be a bit aggressive. That's my prediction. Because Collins is pretty quick, to be fair. So you will want to shoot up there.
He had a good start, but I think he's missed the last couple of races, so he's going to want to try and get as much points as possible to catch back up to the lead again.
Billion's quite lucky because he had no EOS left.
Yeah, and this has been perfect for him because it's let him regain all the ERS he didn't have. But Dubsy, weirdly enough, making a massive gap behind Fantoon. Because Fantoon's a lap car, but he can still be close. But I don't know why he's so far behind. Maybe now he's going
Yeah,
to
total was 2 laps as well.
But on the restart, we'll see.
Bradley's on for podium again.
Come on, Bradley.
Come on,
And,
Bradley.
we'll go on board with Billion.
Oh,
As he
they're
goes to
going,
the
they're
restart.
going.
As we look back, we see JG's got a good start. Oh, Michael's out!
Oh my god.
Michael's bend it. Oh, and Jobsy's out! Oh my word!
What? I didn't see it.
Jobsy's crashed. We just seen it in the background.
Oh,
Oh my word!
Oh, I didn't see where the cars were
Oh
crashed.
my lord! That was a massive crash from Dubsy, and we didn't see Michael's crash.
Now Bradley's on the podium.
Bradley's on for a
Spots.
podium, but his teammate spun into
Where
the
did he
wall.
spin about?
Dubsy spun after turn 3,
Yeah.
and Michael spun on the pit straight, so didn't quite see what happened there. I was quite confused.
All these Bill and JG's gonna
What?
be on it.
Yep, we're now on board with JG. And this time JG definitely has to push to get
Yeah, he's got a lap to go afterwards.
yeah, he's definitely gonna push to get past Billion here.
Yeah, Michael Connors be fuming with that.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking for both Dubsy and Michael. They'll lose it so late in the race.
Point lost there. So Fenton moves up to 5th. Tolga gets 6th position.
Yep. And Billions hits the fastest lap with JG falling behind. And JG's gonna look to start pressuring him now, but he won't have the benefit of DRS on this final lap. So Billion might be able to hold him off. And JG has got to get a good exit out of the hairpin here. And this might be his only chance to overtake. And he hasn't got the exit required, because Billion still maintained a gap.
Come on, Bradley. Come on. Come on, bring some light to my day after what I've been through.
But has been a fascinating race.
Yeah, at the
Billion
end, yeah.
coming around the final corner,
Just
and
don't
he
spin
should
now.
win. Yeah. Billion wins. JG steals his fastest lap in second. And Bradley gets his 4th consecutive podium,
What a
followed by
race.
Sarp in 4th. But what a race, what an ending. Heartbreak for Michael and Dubsy at the end there.
And Bascombe.
And
Bradley
Heartbreak
gets
for
driver of the
Bascombe.
day, oh my god.
yeah, driver of the day. I think again, I think the last number of races he's been driver of the day. He just has the strategy down. He has the strategy down.
Oh, he just
feel
thought
like-
there was going to be a safety car at the end.
Yeah, he knows.
He's just
He
talented.
has, yeah, Bradley has a third eye. He knows he knows the future.
Obviously, Dubsy
But
doesn't
if
know
he
the
were-
future.
Unfortunate for him. Try and invite all these drivers in for interviews,
Will do.
but
Can't believe it. Bradley got podium again.
and I'll go through the race director just quickly to help the stewards out. And Fentoon and Total finished the race with a 5-stop, which unfortunately isn't as impressive as Maxim's 8-stop in Tier 2 at Singapore. But
I remember
anyway,
that.
we will move on to the drivers who ended up on the podium. As you all come in, can you tick the box in the party to make sure your audio is included? And first we'll ask our driver of the day and P3, Bradley. How'd that race go for you?
Pretty boring. Not much happened for me. The soft tyres, my first set of softs went up real quick. I was at like 30% within like 4 laps. And yeah, on the safety car restart, I don't know what happened to Dubsy. I don't know if he let me, he kind of, I think he let me by coming through, or he got a bad exit, and then like, I tried to stay as far right as possible. I don't know if he, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he didn't. And then I saw Mark Collins. I got DNF'd as well, so I don't know. Yeah, P3.
Yeah. we seen that Dubsy spun behind you, but we didn't catch what happened, Michael, on stream, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. To be honest,
And
the only person I was wary of was Michael. I knew that I kind of had Dubsy because we just had 2 laps left, and he had the penalty, so I guess he was just letting me by to hold up Michael, or I don't know. That's good though. Feel bad for
Well,
Dubsy because that's a long race. To sort of come away with nothing, especially on the last lap.
Well, either way, Bradley, it's your 4th consecutive podium. You've got a good streak going here, and congrats on the P3.
Thanks,
And
man.
we'll then move on to JG, who finished in
Hello.
P2 and got the fastest lap as well. So JG, how'd that race go for you?
Yeah, that was a fun one. I think I would have had the win if it wasn't for the safety car, but it happened how it happened, and I'm very happy with P2. So yeah, good race.
Yep, you definitely had the pace and you looked very comfortable throughout. It just unfortunate at the end, the safety car. It seemed like you were working up to a move.
Yeah, I was
then
saving
safety-
ERS, but after the
Yeah.
safety car, he just had too much to even stay with him. So yeah, tough luck.
Well, it was a brilliant drive.
Thank you very
And,
much.
then we'll move on to P1 and winner of the Singapore Grand Prix, Billy and Penguin. How'd that go for you?
Yeah, it was a pretty tough one. I mean, JG was all over me the entire race. If it wasn't for that safety car, he would have won it, definitely. Because, like, during the first 2 sectors, I was able to hold him back. But my 3rd sector, I was losing, like, 3/10 each lap. So, if that wasn't for that safety car, I definitely wouldn't have won.
But he did, so be happy.
Yep. GG's from everyone here. It was a great race from everyone. Unlucky for the drivers who retired, especially Michael and Dubsy retiring at the very end. But that's racing, I guess. But that's been all from us here at Tier 3. And thanks for watching.